environment, what the biggest change for me was the ability to be sort of run with the teachable moment, to be able to do spontaneous teaching. So for instance, in my class, we have a thing called Community Circle where we just talk about things. And one day it came up on there that one of the students was interested in the particle accelerator that was just opening up in CERN. And frankly, I knew nothing about it other than it was opening up. And at that moment, because we had the laptops available to us, we were able to actually look it up, find a rap video that some of the scientists had done explaining the particle accelerator. And so in a grade 6-7 class, they were interested in knowing about particle physics. One of the big benefits for the classroom is that the computers allow them to just write faster. For instance, some of my guys, I do 5-minute write, and they do it handwriting at the beginning of the year, and then they go off and do it on the computer later. And these are people that use MSN and Facebook all hours at night. The typical gain is somewhere between 6 times and 8 times as much writing in the same amount of time. So in 5 minutes, they'll produce, and that's huge because it's the difference between 50 words and 400 words. And that's the difference between start of a story and a full story. The other thing is that the classroom, the learning environment ceases to be the walls of the room. So,
well, when you use a laptop, your speed increases a lot, so it's easier to get ideas down. And my vocabulary increased a lot, I'd say. Spelling becomes better because you can easily correct them and see how the word is really spelled. Yeah, then when you write in pen, you actually know how the word is spelled better.
It was writing the novels because when you use the laptops to write, it's much more efficient and it's easier to edit when you go back than writing it on paper, and it's a lot faster.
Well, the spelling's gotten better and the grammar because Microsoft Word does that all for you. It didn't really change how I write. Like, I still write the same way. It's just that now I can type faster and it's just easier. Laptops are cool.
When I talk to parents, this is something that's very needed because this is the way of the future for our kids. We can't sit back and go, well, it's not the way I learned. I want my child to learn the way I learned. The world's a very different place, and to be able to expose our kids, and in this example only 30 at a time, but to be able to expose them to this type of learning, this is the way the future is going. Sure, I'll just talk more about the learning environment, I think, for kids. There's a lot of real tangible things that you see with the students. I think the one big one that we've been sort of celebrating and emphasizing in our school that's been something we're very proud of here at Maple Creek is the writing that these students are able to produce within the one-to-one program has been outstanding. Our teacher is got a wonderful program where kids are able to write stories. In some cases, they'll write novels over the course of the time, and it's really good. And they see writing as a positive.